So before we get to the manifesto, I have to clear some hair out here. And there's so much bioscience regarding hairline and stress and all of that stuff, which whereby it makes most men get stressed, which doesn't help at all. So I have come here to debunk the myths versus the reality. Let's begin. Is the hat. Stop wearing hats every single time because most of the times it's suffocating your hair. Let me explain. Whenever you wear a hat, there's a way it blocks oxygen from reaching your what? From reaching the hair follicles, which are very important for hair growth also. And me as the other guy also, I love caps, I love hats, but I don't always put them on, inclusive sometimes head socks. I don't always put them on. And yeah, unless your cape, your hat, or your head sock are airtight, you can put them on, but not frequently. Let your hair breathe. Let it breathe for some time, You get? Next point, shampoo care. Washing your hair every single day can be good and also has its disadvantages. And washing your hair can sometimes even make your hair follicles weaker. And inclusive, I do understand it can be so crushing when your hair ends up in the drain, when the hair follicles are falling off. But that's how it is. That hair was in its exist phase. It was going out. It was supposed to get out. So there's no problem if sometimes your hair can fall out. It's a perfectly normal thing. Like, you don't need to overstress about it. And inclusive, washing your hair is very important to add on that also, because they are not supposed to be oiling your hair like with coconut oil or rosemary oil or whatever, castor oil or banjari or whatever oil you use, and you leave it there because it will cause inflammation and will cause swellings, maybe bacteria, sometimes even pimples on your forehead and all of that stuff. You're supposed to take care of your commonwealth, guys. And is the reality, the total truth breaker. Your hat or your shampoo is not the actual problem. It's your DHT levels. Your DHT levels is basically, I think some of you have ever heard of this word, your testosterone. Your testosterone, which is DHT, which is in charge of making your man and all of that stuff, is in charge of your hair. And as you see, DHT levels can be inherited, or baldness basically can be inherited. As you see me, I'm not doing good. That's the whole reason why I made this channel. So that as I walk through my journey of treating my hair and making sure I don't become I keep my hairline in a good position so that I can have my hair even grow more than this, because you can see the forehead is pretty big and I want to extend the forehead more forward. Sorry about that. But basically it's the DHT levels, and even inclusive, maybe stress can add on to that, but most of the times it's the high testosterone, and most of the times you need to start working it mostly when you realize it at a young age, because right now I'm 17 and I've already realized that, if I don't watch this, I'm gonna become bald, which I don't want to. So I'm gonna give you some routine and tips to follow. Let's begin. Using sulfate shampoo, or basically 3-in body washes on your head. Shampoo with sulfate is basically using dishwashers or dish soap to wash your hair, and this does not affect your hair well because it leaves it all flaky and dry, and leaving it all flaky and dry makes it bad because it sucks all the remaining oil that even your hair had, or that you had put for your hair to go out, which is not good. It leaves your hair dehydrated. Basically, I would want to give you a simulation like this. Think of your hair like soil. Soil, remember, for those who know a little bit of farming or might not know farming at all, let me educate you a little bit, but this is still related to our topic that we're talking about. Soil, when you put fertilizers, manure like dead plants or animal droppings, all of that stuff into the soil, that soil makes it more fertile, cause a lot of protein and different minerals that that soil needs, so that you can plant in your beans or whatever you're going to plant in, germinates perfectly well in that soil. That's the same with your head scalp or your hair scalp here. Your hair scalp is just like the soil or the foundation for your plants. Your plants, let us say, are these root hairs or the root follicles that are growing from your scalp. So basically, the root follicles or the root hairs that are growing from your scalp, you get my drive, are basically your hair growing out. Now, since of the DHT levels, how can we solve that? To solve that, we use this underrated method that people don't over like using, and that's why even derma rollers have become popular with it. We have to massage our hair, basically our hair. We've not our fingertips for 4 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes, yeah, 3 to 5 minutes. We need to massage our hair for 3 to 5 minutes so that blood rushes to the hair follicles. Most of the times, these hair follicles start falling out because there's no blood circulation coming to these root hairs. Since the DHT in the hair scalp also region that comes out reduces the blood flow, which makes the hair grow weaker and die because there are no nutrients being transported to your scalp, which habits your hair, and that's why they fall out. You drying, the other next topic. So the other next important topic is you drying your hair. It's a very important thing. Whenever you're from showering, you always need to dry your body. But these other body parts that don't matter, but your face and your hair matter. When your hair is wet, it's at its weakest point. So that means follicles can easily get out, mostly if you're rubbing the towel in your hair so aggressively every single time, and which will make them weaker and fall out. You're supposed to be tapping. Even when it comes to face, you're supposed to tap, 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 tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If it's not yet right, 1, 2, 3. Repeat that same sequence. It's what I do, but I do understand that sometimes you can forget, and even me, I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I can forget, but basically, make sure that you don't even put your hair under high heat or pressure, because your hair will become vulnerable for that, and that heat will remove that protein that is really needed by that hair. Do not treat your hair as sandpaper, bro. Treat it like silk. Treat it like treasure. Oil it, clean it when it's needed. Make sure that you take care of that hair, because just like the rest of our body rewards us according to how we treat it, how we treat ourselves. Because at the end of the day, most of the times our body reflects how we treat ourselves. Make sure you eat well, make sure you stay hydrated, make sure that you drink a lot of water. It really helps a lot. At least you drink water every 30 minutes. Make sure at least minimum per day you drink 3 to 4 cups of water. It will really help your body, it will really help your skin. You look at my skin here. Yes, I had terrible acne and I got through discoloration and all of that stuff. Discoloration is my enemy because I have these brown patches. I'm actually dark brown. I'm supposed to be brown, like fully brown, but you see this? I'm not. And I've been trying to do that with hydration and all of that stuff and skincare routines and all that stuff. But basically, that's how you can take care of your hair. And my point of making this video or this channel is to help people who are going through the same thing or want to start my journey, and to share them. As I'm going through my journey, I share tips with you of how you can improve your looks in a healthy way, and improve also yourself as a person in a healthy way, so that you can be more confident. Because why wouldn't you be confident if you're more good looking, if you have a nice haircut, if you have nice hair, if you have a regular hairline? And I'll be providing tips on that. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe, and also comment on the video if you're interested in what I'm doing or what I'm going to do. And thanks for watching, and also always stay hydrated. Thank you.